All right, still catching up. Um, yo, 2 weeks until Mandalorian season 2. The only good thing to come out of 2020, Mandalorian season 2. Hi, Dougie, what you doing? Um, just occurred to me, I never ever sent you guys the video of our new dog. I'll try to remember to put it at the end of this thing. Um, I really cannot explain how pumped I am for Mando season 2. Um, a lot of shows, a lot of everything has like a sophomore slump, especially with something with this much hype. I don't think that's going to be the case here, honestly. I'm eating Milky again. It's a Japanese candy. Japanese confection is just awesome. So I'm actually not that worried about a sophomore slump for Mando. Um, I think, if anything, it's going to be better because I think that they, being Favreau and Filoni, had to keep season 1 a little bit on the tame side because it's your first season. You know, you don't want to blow out the budget just in case it's not, popular. Still getting their footing. I think now they've said, holy shit, like, we're really onto something. We're going to expand upon the things that we didn't expand upon last season. We're going to do all the stuff that we didn't do because we kept it tame. Like even Game of Thrones season 1. Season 1 was great, right? There were a lot of even better seasons as the series went on, with the exception, most notably, of the last, I think, 2 episodes of the show. I thought the Battle of Winterfell was probably one of the best episodes of television I'd ever watched. Um, Maybe even better than Battle of the Bastards. But I digress. All this to say, point being, I genuinely think that season 2 of Mando is going to be really good. Yeah, I'm very excited. We're going to see Tamara Morrison in some fashion. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure it's Boba. We're going to see Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka, even though I kind of would have liked the Ahsoka voice actress from Clone Wars, Ashley Eckstein. But I get that Rosario Dawson is a much bigger name. So I'll make my peace with it. Not super thrilled, but I'll make my peace with it. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm sure we're going to get some of the backstory with the siege of Mandalore and whatever, with the Empire remnants or the Empire itself takes over Mandalore. How Moff Gideon gets that famous lightsaber. I just think there's going to be a whole lot of stuff. Unfortunately, I don't think that there are any more episodes in this season compared to the first season, but that's okay. We don't want to make the seasons aggressively long, and then they have to put in filler episodes. They already had like a filler episode in season 1, which I wasn't super thrilled with, but I mean, it still wasn't bad. Actually, there were kind of 2 filler episodes. The one on Tatooine and then the jailbreak episode. The jailbreak episode just kind of felt like you're playing a game like Ghost of Tsushima or Shadows of Mordor. It just feels like that really long side quest that's just like takes you totally out of the way. And by the time you're done with it, you're like, oh, okay, good, I'm done with it. I, completed that, but fuck, I gotta go all the way back here to get back to the main quest. That's what that episode felt like to me. I still didn't hate it. I still liked a number of things about it. It just, to me, it didn't follow the rest of the arc up until that point. Again, not a bad episode in a vacuum, just didn't follow what I thought the arcs to be. The Tatooine one, I guess you could say, makes sense insofar as his vehicle or his ship is damaged, so he has to land anyway. A little bit of, fan catering, going back to Tatooine. So, yeah, hopefully we don't have bad filler episodes like Clone Wars. Clone Wars had some bad filler episodes. This last season, Bad Batch and all that shit, and then Mandalore, that shit was awesome. But the couple of Ahsoka filler episodes were poopy. So, yeah. But in fairness, Filoni had a lot of loose ends that he had to tie up with Clone Wars because they had the rug pulled out from under them pretty quickly. So we'll at least give him the benefit of the doubt. But I don't think I'm really worried about that with Mando. They very clearly know what they want to do, where they want to take it, and they haven't given us a reason to doubt them thus far. So again, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. I think it'll be very, very good. If you are in my Discord server, I will send you, not now, but in the next couple of weeks or in 2 weeks or so. It's Halloween. I don't think anyone should have any question about what I'm going to dress up as. I'm not going to tell you outright, but I think you can imagine. Even though it's going to be a comparatively muted Halloween for everyone, even especially for me, and I don't really do anything. If you do go out, be safe. COVID loves the fall and cold. A lot of spikes. A lot of spikes here in the city, a lot of spikes in the country. People just need to lock their shit up, man. Just, fucking wear a mask. It's not that simple. That's certainly oversimplifying it, but it certainly does not hurt to wear a mask. So just fucking do it. Did see in the news recently this week, Johnson & Johnson and Eli Lilly, two major pharmaceutical companies, have temporarily suspended their vaccine trials due to patients developing reactions, what one could probably assume are severe reactions. Otherwise, they wouldn't pause the study. But then I also saw that Pfizer is now going to start testing their vaccine on adolescents and younger kids, teenagers. So if they got approval to do that, or at least if they feel comfortable doing that, I think that bodes well, knock on wood. So, yeah, it doesn't mean the other vaccines are dead in the water. It just means they got to take a step back, make sure there isn't something they missed. And it is a little bit refreshing because it shows that they are still safety conscious. They're not just trying to churn out a vaccine first or the fastest. A patient reported a bad reaction of some sort, and they are taking measures to investigate. So I feel, although the pauses in the vaccines are a little bit disconcerting, I am comforted by the fact that these companies are taking the time to make sure that they do things safely and properly rather than just churning out a vaccine. So that does make me feel a little better. So yeah, Pfizer looks to be leading the pack at the moment for the vaccine. There will be many vaccines, and you don't have to take the first one to market. I'm not taking the first one to market. Well, actually, we don't even really have a choice because medical professionals and the at-risk elderly are probably going to be the first to get the vaccines, which is fine. So yeah, don't feel like you have to take the first vaccine that comes to market, especially if it's a Russian vaccine that we know nothing about. But don't be an anti-vaxxer, because I cannot stand anti-vaxxers. I am sorry. So if you're an anti-vaxxer, just go away. All right, next time.